A breeze flows between us as we both stare out into the clearing. I let out a sigh. Look, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. I was a jerk to you, and I shouldn't have been. You were just trying to help me. Like a total stranger. Blech. I also recognize that you were just trying to help me back then, with the whole anime club situation. You weren't aware of what Jeremy was going to say or do, and I can't blame you for trying to help. I shouldn't have taken my anger and regret out on you. That was pretty selfish of me to do.
Oh, I'm grateful for your apology, and I'm willing to move past that. I'm not the type of person to hold grudges. It's just not healthy, and we all make mistakes. As long as we learn from them and grow, we can be better people. Maybe we can even be friends,
she says with a cheerful grin to me. Well, I have a lot open spots for that right now.
Oh, don't feel like that. You can never have too many friends, Michael.
I've been struggling just to keep one.
Let me and Sam be the ones you keep, for good.
So you guys are a package deal then? I say teasingly.
Yep, where she goes, I follow. That's always been our kind of dynamic. Still, I want to know. What are your intentions with Sam?
Sierra's question hits me like I've been on the short end of a quick draw. It rings in my ears and repeats itself in my mind.
Only trying to look out for her as her best friend. I can be willing to trust you around her as long as you trust me, and that I know that you won't hurt her.
I'd never hurt her, or anyone for that matter. Well...
No offense, like you don't exactly have the best track record.
I know, I groan. Look, I meant what I said back there. I'm tired of the drama and the bullshit. I just want some peace and quiet in my life for a change. Sam, I don't know what it is about her, but she just makes me happy for some reason. There's something peaceful about her, and I've been lacking peace for a long time now in my life. She's just cool, calm, very friendly towards me. She's drama-free. I don't know. I just feel like we can be very good friends. That's how I view it, at least. I just want to get to know her and make a new friend. Siri stares back at me for a bit before she decides to continue.
Sam, is what you described and more. She's an incredibly great friend, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for her. But if your intention is to find someone drama-free, then you might be disappointed.
She doesn't come across to me like that.
Well, it's not what you'd expect.
I stare back at Sayori in bemusement. What are you saying? She's a completely different person outside of school or something?
No, it's not.
She got cut off.
No, it's not that. It's just...
Sayori cuts herself off, clearly trying to filter what she wants to say.
There's just certain things about her life that you might not be prepared to handle. That's all I can really say. It has nothing to do with herself as a person. Well, not exactly, at least.
I'm thrown for a loop by Sayori's line of thought. I feel like she's trying to tell me something, but she either can't say it, or is trying to make me figure it out myself. I hate charades. I'm not really into the whole guessing game. If Sam wants me in her life, it's her right to do so. I only need to know what I need to know.
I'm glad we're on the same page, then.
It doesn't really feel like we are, but I'll play along. Yeah, sure. I'm still trying to learn about her, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you too, Sayori.
Oh, well...
Sayori says with a blush.
I'm really not all that special.
Why do you say that?
I mean, I don't have some tragic backstory or anything like that. I just try to make everyone's day a little bit brighter. Everyone deserves to be happy, and I just feel like I have a lot to give people.
That's pretty noble of you.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, going off some of the people I've met here, there's people that seem to be bent on doing the exact opposite. This place needs more happy warriors, and I think you could be one of them.
Well, I never really saw it that way, but thank you.
Don't mention it.
I see you two are getting along quite nicely. Quite well, actually.
The two girls beam at each other. I look back and forth between the two girls to process the moment before it finally clicks. You didn't go out of your way to engineer this, did you?
You can be so silly sometimes, Michael.
I nervously scratched the back of my head. Oh, well, I mean, if you did good. Thank you. It was nice getting the chance to talk to Sayori a bit.
I'm glad to hear it.
A strong, cool breeze brushes past us. While Sayori and I seem to enjoy it, it catches Sam a little off guard as she's forced to fix her hair.
I guess it's time to put this on.
Put on what? Hat. Sam reaches into her pocket and takes out a beanie, putting it over her head. Huh. She looks kind of cute. Looks good on you.
Oh, thanks. I've had this since I was little. My mom knitted this for me.
That's pretty sweet of her. Sam and I smile at each other for a few moments before Sayori reaches around us both to tap us on our shoulders.
Let's get a move on. If we hurry, we can still make it. Right, let's go.
We continue our walk to the Highpoint. Unfortunately, we ended up getting to the Highpoint past sunset, but we still end up getting a gorgeous view of the whole city.
See? What did I tell you, Michael? Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, just wow. I can barely find the words to describe what I'm seeing. The whole city right below us. We can see all the way downtown from here. It's incredible. Even back where I lived, I couldn't get a view like this. I almost wonder if I can see my house from here. I sit on a bench next to Sam and Sayori as we take in the view.
Honestly, this is my favorite thing about living here. That you can just take a short hike up this mountain and bam, you see life as you know it right below you. It's kind of amazing, actually. Yeah! This is also a great place to see shooting stars and watch meteor showers.
Cool. I'll have to plan a trip back here one of these days then. The three of us sit in silence, basking in the enchanting view. For a while, nobody says anything, just the sound of nature as we get lost in our gaze into the twinkling horizon. That was until Sam decided to chime in.
It was so great to see this again, Sayori. Thank you for suggesting it. Oh, it's no problem. I'm just glad I got to experience this with you again. Yeah, again.
She says wistfully as she stares back into the horizon. I can't help but look at her, slightly concerned. Something about the way she said that was just odd. Sam seems to be lost in thought, debating about what she wants to say and if she even wants to say it at all. Eventually she gives in and speaks her mind.
You know, it's been so long since I've last been up here, especially with someone else.
She says, looking to Sayori and myself respectively.
Last trip I took up here was probably before school started. I went alone, even though my parents insisted I bring someone along. We would have gone with I know you would have, and I'm grateful. But sometimes I just need to experience things for myself. Just to find some place enchanting where I can just be alone, with nothing but my thoughts.
I guess you do a lot of heavy thinking in your spare time.
Yeah, you could say that. I don't know. Have you guys ever just wondered how life could be different for you? Never mind, I'm sounding stupid here.
She says as she trails off.
No, Sam, you're not sounding stupid. Honestly, I think we all do sometimes.
Sayori says, looking at me for support. I nod. Yeah, I wonder how my life would be like if my parents hadn't divorced or if I didn't pull the plug on leaving the anime club. But I guess those are kind of easy questions to answer, and well, I probably wouldn't be here in this moment with you guys had I decided differently on something. I don't know, it's like I made a bunch of bad decisions and I kind of got rewarded for it in a way, or maybe I was supposed to make those choices. It's very weird.
Life can be weird sometimes. I think it's all the time, Sayori. Okay, well, more times than not, it's a little strange. I have always thought that things happen for a reason and we just have to make the most of it. I just try to see the upside and let that power me on. I think it's worked out rather well.
She says as she looks at Sam, a deep smile on her face. Sam returns one herself.
You've been the best friend I could have asked for, Sayori.
Both girls share a hug with each other. After about a minute, they release each other.
But I hear what you mean. Life sometimes hands you a deck of cards and it's on you how you want to play them.
That's a pretty good way of putting it. Wish I could draw a new hand sometimes, though. Sam lets out a dry laugh.
Yeah, I wish I could too.
I look at Sayori. We lock eyes briefly before she nervously looks off. I don't know what's gotten into Sam, but I'm not used to her acting like this. What do you mean? Is there some sort of past regret you have? For a minute, Sam says nothing. Until a small smile cracks across her face.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a regret, just more of a I wonder if this was different, what would my life be like kind of thing. Mostly because I've known no other way, really.
I get you.
Yeah, it's just I've missed out on some pretty big moments in my childhood, mostly because I've been sick.
Sick? What do you mean?
Well,
Sam looks away from me, nervously fidgeting with her hands.
I'm just a sickly person. Really, I almost feel like I spent my entire life in and out of a hospital. I don't have a very strong immune system, so when I get sick, it's hard for me to get over. That's why there's periods of time that I'm out.
Wow, I never knew it was because of that. I looked to Sayori, who was depressingly staring out into the horizon. I then turned back to face Sam.
Yeah, it just feels like I've lived a rather unfulfilled life. Sometimes I'm worried that I'll just die suddenly and I'll never get to experience so much of what life supposedly has to offer. You know, the things our parents and teachers always tell us to look forward to. If we don't get to experience them, then it'll feel like I let not only myself down, but everyone else that wanted to spend those precious moments with me. But I've barely been able to experience any of that, in large part because of my health being so shaky. And because of that, I'm often reminded that life is fleeting, and you need to make the most of what you got. But then, with how my personality is, I just float on by like I'm just some sort of ghost. So I never go out of my way to try to make those memories happen myself, even though I really want to. It's a bit of a paradox, really. And I've never figured out how to get around it.
I sit there completely shell-shocked. I knew Sam clearly had some sort of health problem, but I never knew it was something like that. I'm not even really sure what to say here. Before I can think of something to say, Sam continues on.
It's hard to be able to go out and do the things you want to when you can't find the energy to do them, physically and mentally. Sometimes it feels like I was cursed with this cruel fate for whatever reason. You know, we're taught that everybody is put on this earth for a reason. But with how my life is, I don't think I can find that reason. I can't make the memories I want to or find my reason for being here.
I look to Sayori for help, to which she finally turns back around and throws her arm around Sam.
You're right, because everybody's on this earth for a reason. We just have to find it, that's all. And I think we're way too young to figure out our life's purpose yet. I mean, everyone's still figuring it out, even me. Yeah, but I just don't know how much time I have to make the memories I want. If I do pass on, is my soul just going to regret that I didn't get to experience? Am I just going to be stuck somewhere and not be able to move on? Don't think like that! That's like I told you, Sam. You don't need to experience what somebody else wants you to or expects you to. You're in control of your own life, no matter what you have holding you back. You'll live a life that you can be proud of. And you'll have plenty of time left to live it. I want to believe that.
She says as she looks to the two of us.
But I just don't know how much time I have left. I'm just scared.
She says as her voice breaks. Sayori tightly embraces Sam, clearly holding back tears of her own. I sit there silently, feeling helpless as I try to grasp the situation. What's with Sam being this morbid? I know the mood is heavy, and she said she gets sick often, but it can't be that bad, right? She didn't say what she had, or if she even has anything. Maybe this is what Sayori was talking about earlier, that she has to deal with Sam when she's like this, and it's a usual occurrence for her. I finally decided to chime in. I don't think it matters if we die today or die 100 years from now. We just make the most of what we can and try to enjoy ourselves, right? It's moments like this, conversations like these, that make memories that we can look back on and be proud that we've experienced. Together. I notice a small tear running down Sam's face as she smiles back at me.
Yeah. Together. Michael's right. It's exactly what I've been telling you all these years, Sam. You'll meet the right people at the right time, and that'll help you make the right memories. That's what will make you happy.
Another tear works its way down Sam's face.
I really don't deserve you guys. Your kindness, your friendship. Why waste it on some frail person like me?
Because you're a good person, Sam. We're not wasting anything. You deserve to be happy and to achieve your dreams the way you want them to. We all want something out of this life. I'd like peace and quiet. Sayori wants to make anyone she can happy. And you want to be able to experience life to the fullest without anything holding you back. In a lot of ways, I think these three goals mesh pretty well with each other. They coexist with each other quite well. That's why I think we make great friends. We're pretty great friends. Why not a Sayori who gives me an approving look? Sam, on the other hand, opts not to say anything as Sayori puts her arms around her. I feel my hand rubbing up against Sam's. As if it were on instinct, we take our hands in together. Fireworks go off inside my heart the moment I took her hand in mine. Her hands are soft and smooth, but I feel cold to the touch. It was enough to make my arms slightly twitch in shock. I just sit there, letting the warmth of my hands radiate onto hers. I actually need the apostrophe. Not another word was spoken, nor our gaze diverted as we spent the rest of our time together, taking in the view of the city and the starry night sky. Is that it for that one? Seems like it. Seems like it. Okay, skip the credits, okay? We'll watch them on the last episode. It had been a long trek back to the neighborhood. Sierra and Sam walked with Michael back to their respective houses and said their goodbyes and goodnights. Sam then walked with Sierra up to her bedroom.
Oh, that was fun. I'm glad we got to experience the Highpoint together again. It was definitely nice. I think I'll remember this trip for a long time. Hopefully forever. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, Sam.
Sierra says with a giggle.
I have to say, what Michael said was very eloquent. He was very nice. Yeah, he was. I kind of thought he was going to be mean to me the whole time and only hang around you, and I'm glad I was wrong. I didn't know you guys ran into each other before today. Yeah, I guess I forgot to mention that. Oops. It's no big deal. Like I said, it wasn't my business. Still, I'm glad that you guys are getting along now. Yeah, we put that stuff behind us. He was very mature about it. I think he'll be alright. Yeah. But hey, I'm glad I could help make that positive experience for you be a reality. Oh, look at you playing Miracle Worker. Can't let you have a little fun doing it.
The two girls share a laugh.
Speaking of miracle working. Yeah, what about it? So, this might sound crazy. It's too crazy. Never mind. Sam, it's not going to be crazy. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be a great idea. Well, okay. I want to try to help clear Michael's name.
Sierra's eyes widen in shock.
How are you going to do that? I don't know how yet, but it's one of those times where you feel like it's the right thing to do. I have to do it, or it'll drive me crazy.
In apostrophe.
I mean, I'm all for helping Michael, but I don't know if this is something you should be getting into. Charlotte tried looking into what happened at the anime club, and look what happened to her. I know, but I should try. For his sake. He's done so much for me already. He never had to do anything for me. He's a good person, and he shouldn't be stuck at home like some prisoner for something that he didn't do. So, I need your help, Sayori. He needs our help. Can you help me clear Michael's name?
Sayori nervously looks out her window to Michael's house. Oh, I don't know. Oh, let's skip that menu. Did I drop a save on that menu? I didn't. It's okay. We'll get there real fast. Yeah. Just shut up. Just go to the dueling notes there. There's going to be a new episode. Episode 2 of 3. Just shut up. Just show me the things. Episode 12. Let's go. Episode 12. Tug of War. Shiro sinks onto a bench, wistfully looking out into the city skyline, tightly clutching onto his phone. A light breeze blows through the rooftop, gently caressing his face. However, Shiro doesn't even feel it. He lets out a shaky breath as he takes another look at his phone. Come on, she should have responded by now. She always texts back quickly, even if she was in the middle of something. No way it could be true. Jeremy was lying, like he always does. Jeremy always lies. Shiro leans back up against the wall and stares up into the sky. There's no way he could be telling the truth.